What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea and welcome back to your episode of Player Ratings, where Chelsea have just drawn 1-1 with Manchester United. It is another 2 points dropped in the race for top four, but it is also a point gained. We are still in the driving seat. Yep. I'm here with Jordan. Let's go straight through the player ratings. Let's start off with Kepa.
I think Kepa was fairly well. I didn't really notice him having much to do, and I think this is a theme both keepers had, really. A lot of the chances Kepa to deal with end up being offside. So officially they don't count, do they? Nah. But yeah, I thought Kepa was alright. I didn't really see how the goal went in, as in, to be fair, so I don't know what I've gone with that one. But I'd say Kepa, from what I saw, I'd give him a 7.
Alright, calm. Moving on to Azpi now. Thought he was poor at the start, but to be fair to him, he started to grow into the game a bit more and he started to improve. He's
poor at the start, but I'd say his attacking qualities were the worst of the two. However, and this is like something we've come to accept, and it's like, obviously we want the fullback, everyone thinks, oh yeah, we want the fullback to do well attacking, which we do, but at the same time we have to take in consideration, his role is defence, like that is his priority role. But yeah, like you said, he started a bit shaky. Second half he patterned it, whether he was doing what he needed to do, whether it is marking his man, whether it's coming with crazy tackles, which is something you love to see in a high-intensity match. You obviously don't want players getting injured from either side, but yeah, I thought his tackling was very good today as well. I'd say another 7. We're probably going to have a lot of 7s in this.
Might be disagreed still, but let's go.
Not 7 like 6s or some
shit. But let's move on to Rudiger now. Came off injured in the second half. His long shot contributed to the first goal. How do you think he performed today?
I think he performed alright, to tell you the truth. Like again, we'd been missing him the last few matches. That's just a fact. But yeah, I thought he played well. Was good with making a few tackles. I thought he helped contain Rashford in little moments here and there. But yeah, again, gutting for him to come off injured again, because we don't know the circumstances with that. Rudiger, I'd potentially give him probably give him another 7.
Alright, David Luiz now.
Alright.
Same old rash.
Yeah, same.
What didn't cost us the game, but weren't the best.
Like couple rash decisions here and there, and it was a bit diversified. It wasn't just defensive rash decisions where he was overselling himself here and there. But there was a few things here and there. But one thing I think we need to be critical on, and this is something that a lot of the Twitter community acknowledges. A lot of the fan base, Twitter community, matchgoers, all that. His passing sometimes it leaves a lot to be desired, which is funny because he's praised as a great passer, and then at the same time we say, "Oh, David, what are you doing?"
That's David Luiz for you.
Yeah, exactly. Like he can pull out an amazing ball, or he can put it out for a goal kick with ease. But yeah, I thought there's a few decisions. Like I can't even remember who it was. I saw one where he just went for his usual standard long ball and just walloped it straight into the man in front. Like I can't remember who it was, but I just remember thinking, "Oh my God, David, come on, mate! It's not hoof every time." But yeah, I'd say defensively he was alright. Obviously, I said a bit shaky, but come on, we've come to expect this. I'd give Luiz a 6. Honestly, that's my take on it.
5, but we can agree to disagree. Moving on to Alonso, goal scorer today.
I'm a bit generous here and there.
Hey, it's fine. 2 wins from top 4, innit? Alonso scored the goal.
Yeah.
All right, second half. First half was being rinsed though.
Definitely. First half he's getting to on a new one left, right, and centre. But second half he fixed up. He saw what he needed to do. Again, I thought he held his role quite well in the second half with everything that he got on with. With the goal, great awareness from him to think that there's a chance that De Gea could mess up, because we were saying this in the stand, thinking test De Gea. If he spills it, then we've got a good chance. We saw Rudiger test De Gea, and then we thought, all right, maybe the chance is dead. Nah, De Gea spills it. Alonso's on the scene instantly. I mean, he made a hash of it scoring. I mean, I was there thinking, oh, he hasn't scored, has he? And then I'm having everyone cheering, getting elbowed in the face, celebrating. I'm like, oh, he must have scored then. Alonso, I'd give him another 6.
All right, moving on to Kante now. Found it very hard to have the same influence they usually does, but he weren't a poor player today.
Yeah, I think, there's moments here and there where it was basically the battle. It was the battle of the Frenchmen, wasn't it? Him versus Pogba. We saw both of them taking each other out with like bodying each other or coming in with hard hitting tackles here and there. I thought Kante was right. He was winning headers today, and like that's something like that's a vital, even like for someone especially of his size, to be getting headers here and there. Whoever start, I thought his attacking contributions could have been better. There was a few times where he took like a heavy touch here and there, but again, I thought he did very well today. Another 7.
All right, moving on to Jorginho now. Second half, I don't think he had a bad game. It's another one. I don't think he had a bad game today, but I don't think he had the same influence.
I think he was one where we could. I think me and you both agree he was lurking in the shadows.
Basically.
Yeah, like he wasn't like there was a few times where we wanted him to play a forward ball, and he was hesitant to release it, and then ended up playing it sideways to like Willian. But then we're not necessarily seeing what he sees. Like I know obviously vision's obviously important, but it's like what we see. How do we know he can see it, if you get what I mean? But then, at the same time, he should be able to read the play a bit better. I thought, it's going to sound funny to say this, but sideways passing is important, because if you give away a sideways pass, what next? Concede. Jorginho, I'd give him a 6.
All right, moving on to Kovacic now. Decent defensively, but same old Kovacic going forward.
Defensively, but going forward, you see, this is like usually we have. I'd say we start one midfielder who's like got it sorted on the attacking front, but Kante, Jorginho, and Kovacic. I mean, it's funny when you think out of the three of them, Kante is probably the best for attacking prowess. Do you get what I mean? Like, I was expecting Loftus-Cheek, so I was quite surprised to see Kovacic play. For defensively, he was alright, because defensively a lot of time he actually does a good job. Sometimes he's like watching a second left back. Like with how he's covering Alonso here and there, but I thought attacking-wise, Kovacic weren't great at all. Another 6.
Moving on to Willian now. It was inconsistent today. It's the same old Willian. He'll give you a moment of magic.
Yeah.
He'll give you a near chance, and then he'll just give you nothing.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to be round and round in circles.
It's like get past two men, and then put an awful ball in that doesn't beat the first man, or
just hold the ball for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Or the classic. The thing is like the corner situation, because we've been moaning about this a lot. The corner situation, Willian and Hazard, I have to admit, they're very similar. It's either it beats no one or it beats everyone. You know what I mean? Yeah. But so yeah, I think the corner. I think with that, it's like starting to understand it's not just a Willian problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I say with his play, like you're saying, he's looked hesitant to release it at times. And this is something I'm going to say about Pedro later on too. Because both of them, they can make a great run and then you think, all right, set your man through. Even if it is Higuain, you've got to have a little bit of faith. But yeah, I'd say Willian, another 6.
All right, Eden Hazard tried to have the same influence that he usually does, but with how flat we were playing, I mean, I'm not just going to say Hazard was free from it. I think he was partly that. It's part of the team as well.
Yeah, of course.
But
I don't think no way am I saying he was exceptional, because there was no exceptional play from anyone on the pitch today.
It wasn't even that memorable of a game.
Yeah, I mean the offsides for Higuain were probably quite memorable.
We're going to move on to that.
But yeah, I'd say again, Hazard was making great runs, cutting in space. But sometimes you just need to pull that trigger. Like sometimes it's like, all right, we understand you're trying to wait for Higuain because you think he'll be in a better position. But if he's not, just bang it. Or if it hits the post, fair enough. If it goes wide, fair enough. If De Gea saves it, which he probably wouldn't, fair enough. However, I'd say with Hazard, today he's making the runs and he's like cutting through, but we needed that killer instinct. I think that was probably what's going to give Hazard a 7.
All right, last player in the side 11, Gonzalo Higuain, 2 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, you might as well move on and be as lazy as he was on the pitch. Moving on to the subs bench. Andreas Christensen came on for an injured Rudiger. How do you think he started?
I think he played well, because this is a situation we saw with Liverpool. Christensen came onto the pitch with minimal preparation. As in, he did not. He probably didn't think he was going to be playing a single minute of the 90, let alone a good portion of the match. I think with Christensen, gotta give him credit with that. He played quite well with like what he had to do. Whatever. I'd say could have been better here and there, but then he was making blocks, he was making tackles here and there. However, he's getting into the side more, which is fair enough. 6.
All right, Loftus-Cheek, thoughts on him?
Can't lie, his passes were a bit wayward towards like the first few minutes he was on, but then he was. I think it was mainly because he was forced out wide a lot from what I saw, and like it was like him and Alonso didn't have communication at times with some of their stuff. It was like, alright, cool. Alonso takes a throw in, Loftus-Cheek tries to pass it back. Next thing you know, he's a throw into United. But then I thought there was bits where he was turning it on with the attacking play. He's even getting involved in the defensive front, which we needed. Whatever. Look, like keep it short. Loftus-Cheek, I'll give him a 6.
All right, last sub, Pedro.
It's a thing all of the wingers did today. It was decent runs, decent like cutting into space, but needs to release the ball more. It's like he can go on a wander, he can walk into Narnia and he still have the ball until he gets tackled by Mr. Tumnus or some shit. But yeah, like Pedro, I don't really feel like I can be too critical on him because he did little bits here and there. I'd say a 5.
All right, well, it's been your player ratings for Manchester United 1, Chelsea 1. Let us know if you agree or disagree with any of the player ratings down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all of our social media platforms down in the description below as well. Don't forget also to vote for us in the FBAs. Don't forget to vote for Lawrence, Jad. Voting's done.
Lewis, you donut.
Well, watch the FBAs on the 9th of May, right? Well, don't forget to watch the FBAs on the 9th of May, as well as our second leg Europa League semi-final tie as well.
I'm very proud to say that Lewis has taken over fan camps that day. He's grown up so much. I'm really proud of him.
Whilst you're also plugging stuff, make sure to follow at my guy Rudy on Twitter. So it had to be done.
Yeah. Don't forget to follow my guy Rudy on Twitter. Don't forget to follow my YouTube channel Carefree Lewis G as well. And we will see you guys on Thursday for Frankfurt away. Up the Chelsea.